Okay, let's see if the audio. You getting this right? Okay. Oh my god. This definitely not seeing the. Bro, looks like someone just did something to him. Well, that's why you don't eat when on a empty stomach.
What you mean?
Yeah, this is what happens when you get the calamari and butter noodle sweats.
Should we move spots?
Yeah, probably. Oh, hey, check it. Bridge. We got bridge. We got bridge. Look, and it's a good bridge. Look, hold up. Oh shit. It's a pretty dandy bridge, if you don't mind me saying myself. I didn't make it, but whoever did a really good job. Look at that. I'm not gonna jump on it or no crazy shit, but it's holding me pretty well. And then as I say that, I would like fall through this or something. That's what you would want. That's what you want. You sick freaks at home. Okay, let's find a spot now. I mean, up the hill is not a bad idea. It's not a bad spot. Yeah. That I know. I mean, oh look, over there. Come on. It's a little bouncy though. You see?
Let's find a spot, bro. I feel way better though after that. After I puked all that out, I feel amazing.
Cleansed of your sins.
Yeah, bro. I feel like a new man. I ain't gonna lie. What's up, everybody?
Welcome to the Hazardous Minds podcast, episode 2, the long-awaited sequel.
I got it. We literally were like getting all the hype up. We're doing a podcast. We're bringing the podcast back.
Getting more consistent.
Then didn't do shit for a year. In good Hazardville fashion. Started something that we don't finish.
It's lovely.
Yeah.
But it's not for naught, though, because we have been working on some stuff.
Mainly just music videos. Pretty much only music videos.
Yeah, pretty much only music videos.
We
It's gonna be a while until
we did try
another skit comes about.
to do another Comic-Con video though.
Yes.
And
it didn't go so well. The filming didn't go so well. I'm not gonna lie. I was down to do it the day before, and then I was not feeling it. Once I got to the con, I wasn't feeling it. I was just trying to enjoy myself, have a nice time.
We got like 2 interviews that were worth posting.
Yes.
But the mic literally, we had some mic issues. The mic literally cut out for any footage we got.
And that was just that, unfortunately. We even like had a... Oh. Hear that?
But yeah, hold on a sec. What? Oh yeah. So I feel like we should address the fact that we're in the middle of the woods and our mic is
on a log.
It's on a log that's been propped up on the log that we're
with
sitting
some moss on it.
With some moss on it. And Julian's been tearing up the back of this log like he's a fucking termite. And I'm scared that
it's gonna give out
by the end of the video.
It's gonna just be collapse. Like three quarters of a log left.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Officially back. We are oh my god. The video cut out. And then we got 11 minutes worth of footage.
We went for a good 11 minutes. We were chopping it up.
Solid podcast content.
And then
the audio was never taken.
So it's just a video from a distance of us just rambling.
Just quietly rambling, bro.
That's.
But you know what? As a creator, sometimes you gotta learn to just delete
roll
things,
with it.
Bro.
Yeah, you roll with it, and you fucking come back even stronger.
Like I just released the deluxe version of God Bless Our Madness, the album that I cherish, but the original release of God Bless Our Madness, I spent probably 8 months. What?
No, that was just nothing. That was
first time behind me, and then. But anyway, I spent like
Tweaking in the
8
forest.
months working on God Bless Our Madness, the original version. This is at the time when I was still illegally sampling. I just didn't care. But then I realized I really wanted to blow up and have it sustain and make money. I couldn't sample anymore. But I got 8 months through creating an album, and an album that I thought was really good, and and captured a sound that I really just wanted to put out there. And I came to the conclusion that I can't drop this. There was only one song that I really cherished,
And that shit hurt.
White Pablo, that I tried to get cleared. I went through the process of reaching out to an independent sample clearer, like a company that can help you with it with independent artists. It seemed a little bit shady at first. I forgot what it was called, but it seemed a little shady. But I went through the process. I talked to somebody who worked for the company. And the whole point of it is, which I should have realized and thought about earlier, and I guess if there's any small artists that don't know, is the fact that, it's not so much of a set price. It's, however much, whoever holds the rights to that song that you want to sample is willing to give it to you for. And, because I had to pay extra to even make a music video for the song. Yeah, to master it, but I was like, I master it myself, so why would I pay extra for mastering? I heard something. So I had to delete the whole. I still have the songs, but I had to scrap the whole album.
Some of the most fire unreleased you've ever heard.
And actually, the only song that I could keep was Corner Store, but there was a second half of Corner Store that Julian really loves. It was just like a saxophone sample.
It was fucking beautiful.
It was the only thing that was really sampled like that. So we just had to cut that part out. But the rest of the song was a chop that I made from scratch that I thought was really nice.
Tell us in the comments. Did you guys enjoy the Corner Store music video?
I enjoyed making it. It was just such a vibe.
It was very fun. Yeah.
And
we were fitted out, dripped out.
My only problem with it, and this is a problem with a lot of our videos, is the quality. The quality was just a little bit better, dude. But that's broke creators. Like, what can you do? We're trying to, make something.
That was the first time we've ever filmed in like a store, like an actual store, and asked for permission.
Shout out there.
Shout out Stay Fair Liquor.
Yeah, shout out Stay Fair Liquor. They're real.
They're really
I don't know the dude who works there. I don't know his name.
He was scared to ask, so I was like, fuck it, we gotta just do it.
Yeah. We go there all the time anyway. We're always shopping there, always getting our essentials from there. But, it's a different thing being like, hey,
can we film a music video?
Can we record a music video? But he was cool about it, and I see him to this day, and I'm like, yo, I see him.
Shit, who knows? He might be in one of our next music videos.
I love that, bro.
That would be sick.
I love that. He's got drip for real. But yeah, it just sucks that we lost all that conversation, bro. But we just gotta keep pushing.
I saw the new Thunderbolts movie, the new Marvel movie.
What'd you think?
It was all right. Like, so there was parts I liked about it, parts I didn't. I think that obviously, like anything, I enjoyed how the movie tried to be like deep in its like how it made mental illness be portrayed, but it felt a little half baked. And then the only time it really did start getting good, they just fucking killed it with a awfully placed joke. The characters are pretty cool. I liked that Taskmaster got fucking murdered.
He was in that movie?
Nah, she was in that movie.
Oh, she was in my
Yeah,
she was in that movie.
They did the bamboozle switch in Black Widow, where you
forgot.
thought he was a dude the whole time, but it was Tanya Masters or whatever. So
that goes to show I have not seen any of the new Marvel movies at all, bro.
Let us know in the comments, what was the last Marvel movie you saw? And yeah, she dies right away. It's great. I honestly appreciated that. That's what really won me over. Aside from that, there's like fucking Ghost, which is a lame Iron Man villain who nobody really cared about and still doesn't. There was Black Widow's sister, Yelena. She's pretty cool. Florence Pugh is doing a really good job. I feel like her back is hurting from how much she had to carry the last couple projects she was in, but she was killing it. Wyatt Russell, Kurt Russell's son. I fucking love Kurt Russell because he was in one of my favorite movies of all time, The Thing. But he does a great job in this, playing U.S. agent John Walker. Nobody really knows who John Walker is.
I know him.
He makes him his own. He makes him his own. He does a really good job. You got the Red Guardian. Russian Captain America ripoff. In the comics, Russia set up a marriage between him and Black Widow for the country. Yeah. What else do we got? We got the fucking Sentry. So.
He's in that?
Yes.
I did not know that.
So Sentry, for those who are the uninitiated, is a really cool Superman-like character. He has all the bells and whistles, but he has dissociative identity disorder. So his strongest villain is himself, but it's the Void.
Oh shit! Hold up.
Huh?
Turkeys, bro.
Turkey action. Hello.
If the turkeys walk up on us, we gotta go.
Why?
All the turkeys will fuck us up if it's a group of them.
Oh shit.
Let's go check. Keep the camera. They probably farm, so. They be going through here all the time, though.
In another train.
I expected a podcast.
Back to your regularly scheduled program.
Yeah, watch out, Seth. You can't lose yourself. Let's take a little side quest.
Yeah, we ran in. We heard the sound of a ferocious predatory animal called a turkey.
Oh my God, it sounded like 2 of them.
Maybe even 5.
The other day I was having let's wait for the train real quick.
Let us know what's your favorite kind of train in the comments.
Also, what's your favorite kind of turkey? Not to eat, you sick bastard.
Because
to enjoy. And to, well, that's
how
thing.
else would you enjoy the turkey if you're not
like
eating
just
it?
viewing it, like I don't know, like what's the prettiest
Why would you?
turkey?
Yeah, but if you go to the zoo to see some birds, why would you go to the zoo to see a turkey?
Ain't no turkeys at the zoo.
Exactly. So.
Okay, true, that's true. But yeah, fuck the train, whatever. We're gonna podcast through the train. We're gonna have to use our outside voices a little
we're gonna use our outside voices while we're outside.
Exactly. It was my birthday party yesterday. I was so hyped. My big 20, my big 2-0.
Big 2 what? Oh, 2-0.
2-0. And so, I had the boys over. Had some, some fine gentlemen over. Had my girl over. Shout out to her. Oh shit, the cops are here for us.
They're coming for us. They know we're doing too much fire content.
I mean, if y'all are tapped in with my Instagram, if not, get tapped in with both our Instagrams. I hear the turkeys again.
Yeah, they're gobbling.
Yeah, they're getting close.
They're rumbling. We might as well just keep it going. Just keep it going.
But they're not gonna stop my marketing. Instagram below. Just made a new post this morning or this afternoon. From the birthday party. We were out in the same woods, a little further away. But
we're actually deeper in the woods.
We're deeper in the woods
than we were then.
But got some fire flicks. But then also we seen 2 turkeys scrapping. I mean, like beating the fuck out of each other.
Saw some deer too.
Yeah.
There was 3 of them.
Like I don't want them getting close.
We saw a man pushing a shopping cart.
Hold on, let's just go look. Oh no, tell the man in the shopping cart story first.
So yeah, we saw a man we were walking back to his grandma's from Speedway, and we saw a man pushing a Target shopping cart toward Target, but he was screaming like he was bellowing, like some hauntedness, like.
Oh my God, he was getting into that shit though.
And yeah, we had to.
I'm sorry, bro. We gotta go. The turkeys are getting closer.
We'll be back.
They're definitely over there. You see him, Oh, no, we're definitely getting close. Is that the fuck? Look at that, bro. No, look at the hut. Look at the teepee, bro. The fucking hut that was built. You see that animal over there? Oh no. I don't think that's an animal. I think it's a stump. You think the turkeys are staying in that little hut? Like that?
I mean, you already came all the way this way.
Okay.
Yeah, look. For those in the audience, this is like a kind of a no face, no case kind of situation. Cause
good for you, I guess.
I won't testify. I mean, even though it was recorded, me putting the mask down.
Turkeys don't build shit. I know that sounds like a stupid question, but turkeys don't build shit, right?
No, I don't think they can.
I mean, I don't know.
Unless they in creative mode.
Do you think they're in there though?
I mean, well, I guess.
You know what? We should think about the possibility. Maybe it's not the turkeys in there. Maybe it's a person in there.
Huh?
Maybe it's a person in there. You ever think about that possibility?
Oh yeah, no, it crossed my mind actually more than once.
Hey. You in there?
You want to film podcast with us? We could use a guest.
See, now that the turkeys are dead silent, but they sound like they was right next to us. I don't fuck with it. Someone could have a turkey caller and be leading us in, bro. I don't fuck with that shit. I've seen too many scary movies to get.
Keep your head on the
fucking
swivel
murdered.
around these parts. Look, I kind of get why people, when they're running a horror movie, bust their shit, bro.
Yeah, bro.
You just be walking in there. Oh. But yeah, back to your regular schedule program. Yeah, it is. So you're gonna have like a good like 2.5 minutes of like just
maybe we'll hear someone whispering into the mic. Yeah, I could have swore I heard. I heard turkeys. Without a doubt.
Oh yeah, okay. So yeah, we've been hearing turkey calls. And then we found a TP on some Blair Witch shit. Mm-hmm. So I have this magic 8-ball. It is magic. This one is different than all the other ones. This one's magic. So I'm gonna ask it if there's something in the woods that's watching us. Let's see what it says. Magic 8-ball. Is there a creature, cryptid, witch, monster watching us in these woods? Let's see what it says.
Sorry, I'm a little skittish. Fuck.
Better not tell you now. So it's fucking with our feelings, fucking with our emotions. But you know, we already know we sleep. We good.
Alright, we got it though. I ain't letting no turkey press me. I don't give a fuck. But
Yeah.
if it's a man in here, I'm probably gonna let him press me.
No, we gotta kill him.
I'm gonna try. I mean, I hope
It's
it's
three
just
of
one.
us.
What, Sal?
Yeah, that was a scary. That's a scary.
Sal
He looked
looking
in the.
behind us,
He
like-
looked in a different direction in such a scary way. Wait, let me get back to this before we change topic for sure. Because I have something I wanted to jump into.
Okay.
So yeah, the Sentry, all that, the Void. So he's cool as shit in the movie. They do him some justice, and if you like Marvel movies, this is it's pretty good. Like it's pretty good. Give it a watch. Let's hope Fantastic Four is good, right? But
I think it'll be good.
I'm hoping.
That's the only one I'll be willing to see.
I'm excited to see just Galactus be done well in live action.
You think they'll do it? You think they'll really like?
Dude, they
live up to
showed.
They did.
They showed. Yeah, they already showed like he looks like a giant man toy. It's great. I like it. he's
a man toy.
He's like a toy, you know.
Yeah,
like
pretty much.
he looks like an action figure.
He does. They made him with knowing that he'll be a fire ass like action figure.
Exactly. Speaking of the HasLab Galactus figure, it's just a fucking like 1.5 Galactus figure. That's $500. If you ever find those out in the wild and you want to give it to me for free, let me know.
Yeah, hit him up.
Hit me up. Socials down. They'll be down. So, something I wanted to get into. Just like, I think, like last week, or the week before last week. The 3rd of May. Me and the man behind the camera, we had fights. We fought on Saturday. Or that Saturday. And before I fought, I announced. So I was announcing, and like every time I announce, I get a little excited, I get a little nervous. But then I get back in that octagon with my suit on, my shoes on, and I get in mode. The thing, sometimes I'll say people's names wrong.
Oh God, I was like standing by the side of the ring, like front row seats to the ring. He comes over to me, shows me the sheet.
I was like, how do you pronounce this? I really had a hard time. I pronounced it, at least I thought I pronounced it right.
Yeah,
there was one parent that was like, that's not how you say it. That's not how you say their name. That's not how you say their name. They're like, if he wins, say it like this. He won. I said it like that. But oh my God. So there was this fight between these two like teenage boys, and they were throwing the dukes.
For real.
But like so I'm not a judge, right? I don't decide who wins or loses the fights except for my own opinion. I don't score that. And I'm just like, I'm the messenger. So I go up and I announce the person, and like the dude's dad is like, "Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit." Like I was the one who fucking decided that. Like in my opinion, it could have been a draw, but since he said that shit, his son should got knocked out.
For real. Oh, you hear that?
Dude, that could either be thunder, a train, a giant monster.
That's a storm, without a doubt.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be in the eye of the storm. I knew I felt some droplets. Okay, but so, long short of it. So then we get to my fight. I was nervous. It was a little last minute because I thought I wasn't gonna. So I went from thinking I was gonna have a fight to then being told that I could, like, they weren't able to find someone in my weight class, to then being offered a chance to fight, and I chomped at the bit because I was ready. And the guy I fought, he was 306 pounds. Or 308 pounds. That's how much he weighed in at. Weighed in at 248. That's a big guy. All props to him. He was strong. He was tough. He hurt me. He left me a little bruised, like a banana that gets squished a little too hard.
What kind of? Okay, now keep the story going.
And so it was a pretty good fight. I almost finished him in the first round.
Oh, you almost finished him in the first round? My bad.
What you mean by that?
No, my bad. My bad. Continue, bro.
Fresno Diddy.
Bro.
So I almost choked him out in the first round. The bell, he got saved. Second round, a little more even. Third round, I'm ready. I already know I've won the first two, but I'm not gonna let up. So I keep on going. I was kicking his so I had him against the wall, and I was kicking his legs with my legs, but I kicked the fence with my feet, and I had like a bruise on like the middle two toes on my foot. And I was still going. And then the last couple seconds of the fight, he tries to take me down. He fucked up. That was the worst decision he made, because I got on top of him and I started ground and pounding him, and then the bell rang. It was a good fight. I think it was a good fight personally.
I had so much fun. I may or may not have called into work that day, just to experience it. I had to be there for my boy. I had to. And plus, our boy Sal was fighting. That was the first fight of his I seen.
And he performed. He did really good. He had a tough opponent with like 3 to 6 years of experience, and he fucking gave him hell.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of him for that.
You did not let that man bitch you. You lost, yeah, but at the end of the day, it's the experience.
Yeah, it's only gonna make you better.
All your boys there were entertained and got to see you fight. That's what it is at the end of the day.
It's love at the end of the day, right there.
And but I had so much fun going. I've always had fun going there, but that time specifically, I think it's just because I was there from the start to the finish.
Yeah, it was tiring.
Me and our boy Eli, shout out to Eli, we were there from start to finish, and I watched pretty much every fight other from when we'd step out, maybe get a little smoke on, get our grub on, and it was fun. I had so much fun. You can just tell it's all love there, always sportsmanship, like even just it's some young teenagers, young kids at that, and the sportsmanship they show is amazing.
Exceptional.
Yeah.
It's great.
And they really put together a good event there, and I loved going.
Makes me excited for the future of the sport. It makes me really happy.
Mm-hmm.
Some hope to look forward to.
Do you think we should wrap it up? We already got like 20 minutes left.
Two more things. Okay, so one more. On the topic of MMA, since we're already there, the fights last weekend, Jack Della Maddalena, right? Did I say it right? Jack Della Maddalena versus Bilal Muhammad was a barn burner. Who would have thought, right? I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a Bilal fan, so I was already like, I want him to lose. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of him. I don't really like him. He's a good fighter. I will give him his props. He's a good fighter. He's won the fights by almost all his fights by domination. That's great. Just happy to see him lose though. And then Valentina Shevchenko. Always love seeing her. I always love seeing the bullet fight. She always puts on a great performance. That was great. And now, on our final closing statements. So Kanye West has been on a tear recently.
Oh, shut up.
He's been on a tear, tearing down his own career, his legacy.
I was trying to hold on and be a Kanye West fan. I was trying. I love Kanye. Well, I don't love Kanye. I loved Kanye.
I miss the old Kanye.
I miss the old Kanye. And I don't like this
I hate
rude,
the new Kanye.
this bad mood Kanye. Nah, I especially in the news Kanye. I just can't get with it.
After he released Bully, and then he released like Cousins, Like it just after before he released Cousins, it was hard to defend him. Like yeah, he made Graduation, he made all this great music.
I don't mean to cut you off. Let me say one thing about Cousins.
Yeah.
Though. I'm not defending what he came out with, but I'm not against it. And the idea that I know that sounds crazy. That sounds weird.
Let him cook.
I just feel like I think the one thing we gotta accept is that at times the world we live in can be very dark, and
like he was like being vulnerable.
I do agree that doing that with your cousin is fucking weird.
Wow.
Beyond weird. I would have never even imagined or thought about doing that with my cousins at that age. But my heart does go out to him because you gotta keep in mind, like,
that does fuck you up as a kid.
Yeah, that fucks you up.
And it changes your brain.
And the idea that he was being really vulnerable about the idea that it's like he felt like the fact that he stopped doing that with his cousin led his cousin to kill that pregnant woman.
Yes.
That's some real shit. Unfortunately, it's kind of not to judge, but it's some sick shit. But a lot of people go through stuff like that in life. But I get the way he goes about it though is just like damn near despicable to be like, hey,
fucking foul.
This is what happened. Here's some real shit that happened in my childhood and my life that has tortured me, and then here's a rap song about it.
And it's like it's not even like the song, like it would have been one thing if the song was like it had like actual care and it was thought out and it had like actual lyrics that meant something, but the chorus is literally like I gave my cousin fucking head. Like how like once you say that, like once that was put in the fucking process on the on the paper wherever he puts his lyrics, you lost all artistic value, and then it just becomes a fucking.
To be honest, as a Kanye West fan, I love all the early stuff. Where I stopped listening to, and I hung on through the Ye little EP. I don't even consider that album. I love Ye. That I stuck by him through there. Those crazy times, Life of Pablo. I think after the Life of Pablo, I stopped listening. Donda's not bad. I like the Life of Party with Andre.
But the Life of Pablo is so
good.
It's such a good album.
After that, I stopped caring, and I don't enjoy any of the new music. I didn't like anything from Vultures.
The only song that was passable to me was Preacher Man, and that's like.
Yeah.
It's mostly just the sample.
And in the Bully thing, that I listened to it on SoundCloud. At first, I didn't think it was real. I know some of it is AI that he made, which doesn't surprise me. But it's not for me. And some of the beats are decent, but
and then
Dave
you hear the lyrics. His lyrics.
I know, but then you hear the lyrics, and you're just like, what am I listening to?
Like, what the fuck happened? Like, this is like such a crazy, not even a fall off, like such a descent.
And like, I kind of get like the take on like, well, who are we to sit here and make comments on hip hop?
Yeah.
Like, I'm just like some corny white boy who makes like hip hop on Spotify and stuff.
I'm a little professional sweet baby boy, but like. As a person, that's just like you. Come on.
Yeah. I think a lot of people can get behind what we're saying.
Yeah, we're not like it's not like we're saying like we're coming at Kanye, not the fucking culture.
But I don't want any war. I don't want to start Twitter beef or nothing. I'm not even on Twitter or X or whatever.
You'd probably make a racist ass song about us. Oh my gosh.
All right.
Yeah. So
I think this was it. Anyway, it's getting dark.
Yeah. We heard a storm rustling in.
I'm really not trying to figure out. Oh my god! I'm really not trying to figure out if it was turkeys or a human trying to lead us.
Like we don't want to know what comes out at dark around here, so we're gonna try and find our way back to civilization. Thank you for watching. Please like and share.
And subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. How could you forget that, bro?
Please don't forget to subscribe.
You're not even locked in like that, though. Because how could you forget that?
Well, this is your second reminder to like, please. And also, what's your favorite Hazardville skit that we released? Put that in the comments. Let us know.
Also, play Oblivion Remastered.
Yeah.
This is not a sponsorship unless they want to sponsor me and throw me a couple bands for this. But go go play Oblivion Remastered. That shit is fire. I'm about to go play it once he leaves from my house and Sal leaves from my house. I'm about to at least get up to like 50 hours in that shit tonight.
And if you're gonna watch Thunderbolts, I recommend using a jailbroken Amazon Fire Stick. Have a good night.
Have a good night, yo.